Hello, hello. This week's been a bit slower than most. I was busy graduating like a freaking boss, which was pretty awesome. Also saw my family and ate a bunch of food, and stuffing my face was nice. You could call it research on cooking and community and stuff for my game. My game. So how's the development part been actually going? I was having a hard time thinking about stuff, so I decided to design the mechanics based around the fish. This was my final encounter for the demo, which I never got to finish in time. It might be a backwards approach to design the encounter before the mechanics, but I'm a firm believer in any progress is good progress, which is also why I'm pushing myself to make this super quick video for the week. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. You should know the drill by now. Whiteboarded my little heart out and notepadded a bunch. I was in the zone and then I knocked over a cup of water, so I had some soggy notes which dried on my ironing board, but that's fine. Eventually, I landed on my prototype idea for this encounter. So the overarching idea is you got this fish guy named Mulgogi. He wears a little astronaut helmet to keep his gills submerged in water so he doesn't, die. It's come to my attention he looks like the Fortnite fish, but maybe if my devlogs go well, they'll ask me to do a live coding session on Fortnite. Anyways, the fish is starving. It's the end of his shift, but his stupid coworker isn't showing up, and his tummy is rumbling. Then you show up, you sweet human you. He readies himself to eat you, but you entice him. Promise you've got a dish even better than yourself. He's got nothing to lose while you've got everything, so he thinks, why not? And you go into cooking. The whole idea of this is because he's got a fishbowl on his head. He can't really eat unless he takes it off and dumps it through the little fishbowl opening. So you're just trying to entice him enough, but it's a pain because it's a slow process. Eventually you cook up something crazy and he's starving, so he smashes his head on the counter, breaks open the fishbowl, and goes to eat the food. However, because he smashed the fishbowl, all the water falls out and he drowns on land, and that's how you're able to get past. It's a bit morbid, but it's funny, and that's my game, so that's what I'm doing. Anyways, the dev part. I'm testing out a new recipe system. System. So here it's a bit more like the online recipes where you can check off the steps you've done, and I've also added in a progress bar to the left. These circles are placeholder art for event icons, so essentially when you get to the different stages where the icons are, the fish can test your food or maybe do dialogue as well. I'm still deciding. But if it's good, you'll get more time to cook. If it's bad, he'll give you a tip of what he wants, but you also lose some time to cook. So time, what do I mean by that? Since this whole level hinges around him being hungry, his HB hunger bar deprecates over time. When it gets to 0, he tries to eat you. So you're trying to beat the clock as well. One of the events that happen as well is when he gets hungrier and your food isn't up to par, he'll actually try to eat you, and you enter a quick time event where you have to spam a button to get out of his grasps. If you lose, you get eaten. If you win, you get out, and he'll awkwardly say, "Oh, sorry," and you can continue on. The dish you're cooking for him is budae-jjigae, so I added it into Grandma's recipe book. You could dock it now, and the recipe is very ugly, but I wanted to prototype and check that it works first before making it pretty. Okay, so quick overview. From last week, I have upheld my recipe book, added in the QuickTime event, designed the encounter, and I also did some extra planning and game design stuff around tastes, but I'm not going to speak to that yet until I actually try to implement it next week. Okay, so what's next? I'll just be working towards implementing the rest of the features, working out the encounter beats, making a rough prototype for this fishing counter and testing before I commit to making it pretty and overhauling the minigames. Thank you!